Everyone. We are going to start logistic regression. How we have to run logistic regression in Python. So I had opened a new file and that is a untitled file. Let me give this file and I'm giving this logistic regression. Logistic regression, and here is I am going to logistic regression. Okay, fine, that is already exists, so I'm giving just this file is today's name. I'm sure this is 11th April 2022. So I had renamed this file. So first of all, what we have to do, we are going to import pandas. We are going to import pandas as PD, and after that import numpy as np. Then we are going to import cbond library, import cbond as sns. Then I'm sure sklearn model also, right? uh, First of all, or what we have to do from sklearn, because all these things we required at the time of when we are going to run logistic regression. So sklearn dot model underscore selection import underscore selection import train underscore test underscore split, because here is we would have two data set, one is training data set and testing data set. Then we have to check accuracy level. And one more library from this sklearn we require, sklearn uh, dot linear underscore model underscore model. What we are going to import here, we are going to import logistic regression. Logistic regression. Regression. After that, what extra we need, we have to import from sklearn again, from sklearn. What else we required? sklearn dot matrix. And what we are going to import, we are going to import accuracy, because we are going to check accuracy rate, accuracy underscore score, and confusion matrix. Both these things we require, confusion matrix, because we will check after running. Then what we have to do, I had already stored in this directory, there's the one data set that is income data set. So let me call this particular file, let me data underscore, I'm giving just name is data underscore income, and equal to, let me call this pd dot read underscore csv, because this file is my csv. And let me open this file, and my file name is income dot csv. My file name is income dot csv. So let me run this. No, I think no module name pandas. Okay, I think there's the, okay. Again, let me run this. I'm sure now there is no problem. I think there was the spelling mistake. Now again, okay. Module pandas has no attribute read under CSV. I had written SCV. CSV. So let me run this. I don't think so there is any more error. So after that, what we have to do, I would, first of all, I had called this file, and let me store this file. A small name is data underscore data equal to, let me store this particular data underscore income. A copy, we are going to create copy of this particular file. So now, can we have information? First of all, let me print this, because that is a very big data, and this is around, I think, 5,000 data set. So if I would write here, so rather than write, I would open complete file. I would use simply, let me write print, and I'm going to write data under dot info, because I need information about this particular file. So let me run this. Now you can see what components we have in this file. You can see columns. How many columns? You can see 12 columns. 12 means 13 columns. First one is 0 by default. And there is 13 columns: age, job type, education type, marital status, occupation, relationship, race, gender, capital gain, and here is capital loss, hours per week, and native country, and salary status. So here is, you can see non-null, and this one is the integers 64. All these are objects, integer. All this description is given here. So now what we have to do, we want to check whether there is any null value. So here is simply, I am going to type dot data dot is null, and let me run this. So we can see this kind of output. We can see false, false, false. If there is anywhere is true, so that means there is this kind of data is available. So you can see 31978 rows and 13 columns available in my this data set. So what we have to do is simply, I'm going to write print, and I'm giving this. Um, Let me store this data columns with null values, right? And let me write here n, and after that I am going to write data dot is null, and I would write here dot sum. Let me run this. So now you can see age data columns with null values. So in my data set, there is no null value, right? All this data is all right. So I am just writing here is summary underscore num, and I'm writing here data dot describe, and I'm going to run this. And after that, I just want to print this summary underscore num. So let me run this. Now you can see this is the output. Count of age 31978, capital gain this, capital loss this, and hours per week this. Mean value, you can see, I can little bit zoom this, so that could be, there would be more clarity. Here is, you can see, count is, mean value is 38.57, mean value for this particular column. this much, 86.73 per capital loss, and hours per week 40.41. Standard deviation is 13.66, and all these things, minimum value 25%, 50%, 75%, and after that, that is reflecting maximum value also. So what I will do, simply I'm going to write summary underscore, I would write here summary underscore num. And what I want to see here is data dot describe, data dot describe, and let me run this, and let me print this. I think I had just a moment. I had already, okay, fine. This one is already I had used already. And after that, I'm just creating one more new variable, summary underscore kit equal to, I'm going to write data dot describe. I would like to store all these values in this new variable. And that here is I'm going to write include equal to and let me run this. And after that, here is summary underscore, I think correct name I had given. So now you can see here is count unique values also, that is reflecting over here. And here is, you can see frequency also, it is reflecting United States and all these things, this data. So after that, what we have to do, let me, here is data. I'm just open this. No, this one is. I'm just writing this job type. Simply one thing, one column, job type, right? And here is, I'm simply writing value underscore counts. That is one specific column that I want to see. And let me run this. So now you can see only that particular column that is having values related to job type, private, this much is number, self-employed, this much is number, and local government, this, and state government, each and everything that is defined here, right, of that particular column value. After that, suppose I want to, let's say, occupation. I want to see, so simply what I will do, I will just copy this. And here is, I'm just going to change job, rather than job type, I want to see occupation. Occupation. And occupation dot value counts. So let me run this. And now you can see all these craft repair, I mean all these occupations, whether how many people are doing clerical jobs, salesperson, transport moving, handlers, cleaner, each and everything that is reflected here. Now what I will do, I would like to print, I'm going to use np and unique. This function I'm going to use unique. And in this unique, I'm going to write data, right? And after that, here is, I'm going to use, here is job type. And let me run this. So you can see all these things, those are the unique values are here. Federal, local government, never work, because in this particular data set, what are the job types, so that would reflect here. Now what I will do, let's say the same thing we can apply on occupation also. So I'm sure in that way you can see unique values of occupation also. So now what I will do, simply I am going to write data equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and simply I am going to write here is because I don't want those values, those having question mark dot csv, and here is I'm going to write na underscore value, right, underscore value equal to, I am simply writing here within the double quotes, and here is I'm going to write where is the question mark, right, because I have already seen number of values reflected. What happened, pd dot read underscore csv income dot csv na underscore value, and here is this, and okay, that was the right, and this would be somewhere here. That was my mistake. And now what happened, there is a read underscore we got an unexpected keyword argument any underscore value. What happened, any underscore values, okay, s is missing. So let me run this. Now it's all right. You know, because Python is very case sensitive. So each and everything, please put here very carefully. Otherwise, it will show you error message or the syntax error. Here is I'm going to use null, and this is, and I'm going to write dot sum, and let me run this. And now you can see here is no null values in this particular age, job type, education type, nothing. So after that, what I will do, if any missing, right, I'm simply store all these things in this data, and let me open this square bracket, not curly braces, square bracket, and after that I'm going to write data dot is null, data dot is null, and I am going to dot, here is simply I would write here any, and access equal to 1. Let me run this. Is null is not defined. What happened, is null is not defined. Okay, I had put it rather than dot. Let me run this. Now it's perfectly all right. Then I'm going to create one more data set, data2 equal to, here is I'm going to write data dot drop na, drop na, right, and where is access equal to 0, access equal to 0. So then further is data3, one more data, I mean new data set I had created on which we have to run all my test. Data2 dot copy, and let me run this. After this, I'm going to create one more data4 set, and I'm going put all these data3, and here is because I want to make some more copies, so copy, and yeah, so let me run this. Then further is correlation value. I would like to check correlation equal to, I'm going to write data2 dot corr, right? And I would run. Then I'm going to check data 2 dot columns, and these are the columns names that is already reflected here, right? And now what I will do here is gender equal to pd dot cross tab, and here is index equal to data 2. I think I have taken data 2, and further is within the double notes I'm going to write here gender, then not single note, I need double notes. Here is gender. Then after that I want to use columns equal to, and here is count, and further is normalize. I would like to normalize uh, normalize equal to true. So I think, let me run this, and further let me, I think I had stored this value, so let me print this gender. What will happen? Okay, count is female number is 0.33 and male number is 0.66. That means 66% are male and 33% are female. So now what I will do, let's say gender underscore cell stat, salary status, I want to see. So pd dot cross tab, and simply I'm going to write here index equal to data 2, and here is these are the square brackets, and here is I'm going to use gender, then I will put it comma and columns columns equal to, here is data 2, and then I'm going to write cell stat, and then further is, I think little bit I should decrease this, so on a single you can see here. Then after cell stat I'm going to write margin, because what could be the margins? Margin equal to true, and further is normalize comma normalize and equal to, I'm going to write index, normalize index. So further is what would happen, let me run this. What happened? Margin, I think there is some spelling, margins, no margin, margins, and that is why, let me once again run, no mistake, now no syntax error. Then finally I am going to print this gender underscore, because I had, you can see here what is my gender underscore cell, sorry, I don't want to need, so I'm going to edit this, I'm going to delete this cell. Yeah, gender underscore cell stat, print this, this is my output. you can see here output is female. Here is 0.1095 and 0.89 and male 0.30. All are salary greater than 50,000, less than or equal to 50,000. There are two columns. So less than or equal to 50,000, these are the values, and greater than 50,000, these are the values. So gender wise, we had divided our data set into two parts. Now, what I will do, cell stat equal to SNS. I'm going to use SNS because already I had called this plot, count plot. And here is, I'm going to write data 2, and I'm going to use cell stat, and because this is my column name. So now you can see beautifully, this is the plot. And in this bar plot, you can see on the x-axis, there is salary stats and this is the count less than or equal to 50,000. This is the number. It's nearby 25, and I'm sure in my data set also it was reflecting. And it was somewhere is, you can see here, 24, right, thousand, and greater than 50,000, this much is the number. So it is reflecting here. And now what I will do after that, let's say I'm going to use SNS dot this plot, and same thing is data 2, and I think I'm going to use square bracket, not curly braces, square bracket. And I'm going to write H, and here is bins equal to 10. Bins equal to 10. And further, here is, I'm going to use kids equal to false. And let me run this. Yes, you can see here, this is my histogram, and through histogram you can see age and count, in between age and count, right? It is very well expressed here. Now what I will do, I want to see box plot also, because normalized data, how many outliers are there. So let me express this through box plot also. And box plot, and through box plot again I will do, here is SAL stat, and I'm going to use H. Okay, H, and I'm going to use which data set? It will use data equal to data 2. Data 2 equal to sign is missing. Okay, equal to. And let me run this. Syntax error. What happened? SNS dot boxplot cell stat dot no dot comma. I think this was the mistake. Invalid syntax again. What happened? Cell state comma age comma data equal to, I think bins is missing, no? What I said, cell state and comma age comma dot data equal to data 2. What happened? Invalid syntax. I think, okay. Right. Here is, you can see this thing is missing. Let me clear here. Right. Here is I'm going to write cell stat, then comma would be here after this comma, then I'm going to use age, and again comma, and after that this. So I don't think so any. Yes, now it's working, it's functioning. So this is my box plot. So now you can see box plot is less than or equal to 50,000 and greater than 50,000. All these things, those values are outside this, right? This is the minimum, maximum, right? These are the quartiles, minimum and a maximum quartile, and these all are the outliers. So after that, let's say I want to see, here is I'm going to use data 2 here is group group by, and here is I'm going to write stat, and here is age. I want to put in the square bracket because salary age wise, and dot median, and this one is right, and let me run this. So you can see greater than 50,000 44, and less than or equal to 50 34. This is these are the our median values. And now what we have to do here is job type equal to, no job type, I think mm, job type equal to sns dot count plot, and here is I'm going to write y equal to data 2, and here is I'm going to use square brackets, and here is I'm going to use column name, that is job type, and further is I'm simply writing, here is HUE equal to, here is SALSTA stat, and further is from where it will pick, it will take from data equal to data 2, and let me run this. Yes, now you can see this is the count plot. You can see in between count and job type and cell stats, it will, because I had already expressed here, less than is from blue color and greater than 50,000, that is in that mustard color. So that is also well defined. So now what I will do, job underscore cell stat, salary statistics, and this one is the pd dot cross tab, then further is I'm just opening this round brackets, and then index equal to data 2, and further is I'm going to use these square brackets, and in this square brackets I'm going to write simply job type, because this is my column name, job type. Okay, I'm sure data 2. Okay, job type, and after this job types you can see comma, I'm using columns equal to data 2, and further is cell stat, and further is I'm going to write here from where it will pick this, it will pick from here is, I have to give margins also. So here is margin equal to true. Margin equal to true. And finally is it will round, and I'm going to use for this round. No, I think normalize. First of all, I should normalize. Normalize. Normalize equal to index. Index. So I'm sure it will work. Invalid syntax. Let me check what happened here. Job underscore cell stat. Okay. This is my new variable I had created. PD dot cross tab index equal to data 2. Okay. Job type, comma, columns. Data 2. And then cell stat, SAL, no spelling mistake. Then okay, comma is missing. Margin equal to true, comma, normalize. Normalize equal to index. So I'm sure now it would be functioning. No syntax error. Margin. What happened? Margin. Oh, margins. Here would be margins. Let me run this. Now it's perfectly all right. Then after that, I'm going to use round. And here is job underscore cell stat. And here is 100. Let me run this. Cell stat not defined. Job underscore cell stat not defined. What happened? STAT. I think job STAT I have already defined here. Job underscore cell stat. I have put it values here only. Cell stat, STAT, cell stat round. It's not working. Job underscore I had used. Okay, fine. I had used capital J. That's what it's not giving. Yeah. Now it's all right. So you can see job type, right? Those are the federal government. Salary greater than 50,000. This much, these are the numbers. Less than or equal to 50,000. These are the without pay, state government, each and everything is expressed here. Now we come to the, we can prepare the same way counter plot for education also, right? And we can prepare for capital gains also, right? And now what we have to do, first of all, let me break this data into two parts, right? Features, column set, and each and everything we get prepared. Now training data set and testing data set we can prepare. You can see here, first of all, let me education also. Education equal to SNS dot count plot, and here is y equal to data 2, and let me use square brackets, and here is my column name is ed and then type type, and after that same command we are going to use cell stat, and from where it will take data from data 2, data 2. So let me run this. Yeah, right. So now you can see education type, right? Here ED type, right? 11th standard, right? Masters, 10th, 12th, and count is very well explained. I mean, as per the salary structure, and this is the count, and on the y-axis you can see education type. Let me little bit, we can increase this size that there would be more clarity. So preschool. Now what we have to do, simply I'm going to use the same cross tab also. We want to normalize this data. So I'm going to use ed type and underscore cell stat equal to pd dot cross tab index equal to data 2, and I'm going to use now square brackets, and here is what is my column name is edtype, and after that what I will do, I'm going to use columns equal to data 2, and I'm going to use this, these are the square brackets, and here is cell stat, or and further is, then I'm going to use comma margins, and yeah, margins equal to true, comma normalize, and normalize equal to, here is index. So let me run, no syntax error. Then again same function we are going to use, simply I'm going to use round, and here is I'm going to use ed type, this is my column name, ed type, and after that underscore cell stat, and here is 100 comma 1, and let me run this. So now you can see education voice also 10th standard, those are those having salary greater than 50,000, less than 50,000, each and everything is defined very well expressed here. And same way you can apply on this occupation also, same way that you can apply for capital gains, capital loss, and in that way you can do that. And now what we have to do, let me create our new variable y equal to, I'm just writing new underscore data, and new underscore data somewhere is, I had stored this, no, I will first create new underscore data. Okay, so what I will do, I'm just going to create a new underscore data equal to pd dot get underscore dummies and which data set, data 2, same data set I'm going to use, and it here is we would like to drop underscore first equal to true. So let me run this and let me print this. And there is one more new variable. Let me create columns underscore list equal to list, and here is new underscore, here is data dot columns, and here is, I'm just print this, I just want to print this columns underscore list. So what are the columns name? You can see age, capital gain, job type. I mean, all these things are here. All these columns names are printed here. Now what I will do, features under equal to list, and let me open this these round brackets and set, and after that here is columns underscore list, and minus, here is, I'm going to, okay, fine. What happened? Let me once again, after this set again, I'm going to use this, then I'm going to write here is columns underscore list and minus, let me use this set, and here is not curly braces, square bracket, then I'm going to use cell stat, and let me run this and let me print this features. What happened? Yeah, you can see all the features would be reflecting here. Job type, I mean what are the categories in this particular column. So now what we have to do, let me create y equal to, here is new underscore data, and I'm going to use a square bracket, and here is cell stat, and here is, I'm going to use values. Let me run this. What happened? Mm, what kind of problem is this? Key error, cell stat. Mm, y equal to new underscore data, then cell stat dot values. What happened? Mm, let me check. New underscore data. I think I had created the same new underscore data. Mm, hmm. I think I had used correct. Might be something is missing. Y equal to new underscore data, and again I should write it. Square brackets. Again I should write. So I'm going to use cell stat, and here is, I'm going to values dot values. No, again, I think there is some problem. It's giving some problem. Print y. What happened? Hmm. Okay, fine, no problem. In my another file, you can see I will explain you. There is, I think, some comments are missing. So I'm just showing you. Mm, you can see we were here new underscore data pd dot get underscore dummies data to drop first true. After that, what we have to do, columns underscore list new data dot columns, and when we have to print columns underscore list. So this is the complete entire list. Then after that, I'm going to use features. I had already explained you. Then I was trying to this new underscore data self-stand, and when we have to print y and new underscore data features dot value, then print x, right? Y and x we had created both these new variables. Now you can see training data set and testing data set. So train underscore x we had divided into two parts. One is x, one is y. Train underscore x, test underscore x, train underscore y, and test underscore y. So now you can see training and testing data, train underscore test, split xy test underscore size 0.3, random state 0. And after that, we are going to use logistic regression function that we had already called library on the first part. And logistic dot fit train underscore x, train underscore y, logistic dot coefficient, and logistic dot intercept. So now we can see here after this, you can see here, this one is the array minus 1.04, and prediction is when we want to predict test data set prediction. And confusion matrix is also, you can see confusion matrix test underscore y prediction 62925319471297. So now 83 accuracy rate you can see of this testing data set is score accuracy score is 0.83, means 83% that is prediction is accurate. And misclassification you can see 1478. So print misclassified sample, right, of this prediction 1478. After that, you can see data 3, because we had already created four data sets. So data 3 here is, we can see here, when we have to print all these values, so colors, gender, native country, race, and job type. And after that, we can see features and all, then new data set, and after that training logistic 2 and logistic 2 fit train. Then further is the production, and again for this particular data set, this one is the misclassified sample is 1503. So I'm sure this misclassification confusion matrix I'm going to cover up in my next video in detail. Thank you so much, keep watching.